All right, for this week's power rankings, Duncan's going to take control here. He's going to do his 5. Holy shit, I can't believe I'm playing against this guy. Power rankings.
So are you guys just not in this at all?
We're commenting. Take your time.
Does it have to be in a specific order?
No.
I can just kind of go. I mean, first and foremost, LeBron.
Yeah.
I remember watching him last year. I sat on the bench the whole game, but he had, I think, 50, in Miami, or at least 40. And then this year when we played against him both times, it's just, you see it on TV, but like to see it.
Did he acknowledge you?
No.
He didn't?
No. I think he was guarding me. We played them early in the season. At this point, I hadn't really like done much. So he was guarding me and he was just like sitting in the paint. And I made a shot and he kind of like scoffed at me like
like who is this?
Yeah, exactly. And I actually didn't shoot well that game. That was like when I was still trying to, figure it all out. That one for sure. Last year in the few games I did play, I actually had to guard Victor Oladipo.
Okay.
And that was like my one from last year. Like if you would ask me that question this past summer, it would have been Victor Oladipo. Yeah. He's just like always in go mode. I didn't really stand much of a chance. Yeah. Sheesh, who else? I mean, it would be like Steph and Clay, but they've both been out this year.
Yeah. And you're not going to get to play against me.
Yeah, I was just going to say, you're out tomorrow, which is tough.
KD too. Yeah. It's going to be like that with KD.
Yeah, KD. Man, I don't really have. Actually, I'm actually a big. When I was coming out like pre-draft, I'm a big Joe Ingles fan. Because my pre-draft was right when he just had that series with the Thunder, and he was like talking shit to Paul George. He was like, kind of like. I don't want to say come onto the scene because everyone knew at that point he was still really good, but like he was kind of making his claim of like this two-way player. And I would like kind of compare myself to him, because you always get that question in pre-draft stuff, like who do you remind yourself of or whatever. So
you would say Joe Ingles.
I like because I would. I mean, Joe.
It's a really good comp
because I know Joe,
he's a super useful player.
Yeah, and I know Joe Ingles, like at least from what I've heard, talks a ton of shit. Yeah. I don't know if I can curse in this podcast.
I've said.
Oh yeah.
You're good.
And like when we were playing against each other this year, I didn't know if he was gonna like converse with me or actually like kind of go at me.
Yeah.
So just kind of feeling it out, and then we ended up just kind of having like a little bit of a conversation, which was kind of cool.
Do you talk? Is that why you compared yourself to Joe?
I don't necessarily like talk shit to like two people, but like I'll say stuff if I like kind of get going or like make a shot. More sort of like the general public. About it,
you turned around to our bench this year when we played you in Miami, which I also didn't play in that game.
Yeah, you didn't play in that game either.
And so I'm sitting there and I'm rolling on the foam roller, and somebody said you hit a ridiculous 3, like no wasted motion, caught it and went up right in front of our bench in the corner. Yeah. And somebody on the bench was like, hell no, or something like that.
I said, and then I said, that's catch high, keep high. That's what I said.
I'm sorry, what?
I was like, that's catch high, keep high. Like, okay, you know what I mean? Like, don't dip, don't dip it. Like I remember that one. Yeah. So like it's funny, like when you talk about it in this setting, I kind of feel like a dick when I say that type of stuff, but it's also like
adrenaline.
Yeah. Like you're in it and it's just kind of like, I mean, I watched you against us last year, not necessarily like talk shit, but like, compete with like a certain level of like fire.
Yeah. Wait, were you on the team when we played you guys in Miami?
Yes.
Last year?
Yeah.
Yeah, I talked a lot of shit that game.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I was talking shit to our bench. Not like in a negative way. I was talking like our trainer and I.
Yeah.
We were just like going.
And I'll do that too. Like I have like a thing.
You have your inside jokes with
like with an assistant coach who's like, whatever. Like thinks you're like not there that night or whatever, and like you just kind of hit a shot and say something. Yeah, exactly. So it's less like to a specific.
Has anyone talked shit to you?
Nothing like jumps out at me, but yeah. I mean, there's been some back and forth. Actually, it's a funny story. I actually feel bad about this. We played Toronto in Miami, and they put Fred VanVleet on me. In the first play, I came off and hit a shot, and it was just kind of like whatever. I was like in the moment, and I said it to myself, but he heard me. I was like, I think I said something like, he's way too short to guard me. And like, I have a ton of respect for Fred VanVleet.
One of my favorite players in the NBA. I told
Mine
him
too. Yeah.
He's really one of my favorite players.
He heard me, and he fired something back. And then like, we kind of like we kind of started going at it, and then it was like going in this place where I didn't really want it to go. And then like I almost like halfway through the game, I like said to him like, just want to let you know, man, like I have like a ton of respect for you, like undrafted guy, I'm undrafted. Like you kind of like laid the blueprint. So that was like kind of a funny moment. I don't even know where we are on my list. Maybe 3.
You've done 3. We've got LeBron, we've got Victor Oladipo, and somehow we have Joe Ingles.
Yeah, Joe Ingles is on there. I'd probably say Kawhi. Kawhi, like I didn't understand how physically like imposing he is. I mean, he's so strong. And he guarded me for stretches in both the games that we played, and he's just so long and strong. And offensively, he's just knows how to get to his spots.
What about Giannis?
Yeah, Giannis is another great one. He'd probably be 5 for me.
Probably.
Yeah, no, he would be.
Does he guard you?
No. He, I think he guarded Bam or Derek or some combination. We just played them. But his length, and I just have so much respect for how hard he plays every single night too. It's pretty impressive.
It's unbelievable.
But yeah, that's all I got. And that was kind of all over the place, but
no, that's good.
You put me on the spot, so
that's
I
good.
did.
We put you on the spot. Those are good.
I did what I could.
That's good, and it's also when we do this next season, it's going to be a different list.
That's right.
There's going to be guys who you have played against, who you've not played against tonight.
Yeah,
So,
hopefully at that point I can throw JJ on the list.
I hope.
I'd probably say Zion. I haven't played against Zion yet either, but he's
forceful.
I keep seeing it on TV, and I'm like,
forceful.
I don't know how he keeps moving these guys, but he does.